Imagine waking up in a world where the United States of America never existed. No Constitution, no Declaration of Independence, no Founding Fathers. What if in 1781 the British Army stood victorious and the American Revolution failed? Today, we dive deep into one of history's greatest what-ifs. Buckle up, this changes everything. In our real history, the Siege of Yorktown in October 1781 was the decisive moment. British General Cornwallis surrendered. But what if French naval support had never arrived? The British held the seas, and Cornwallis received reinforcements just in time. The Continental Army, already exhausted and starving, is overwhelmed. Washington's forces collapse. The revolution is crushed. The leaders of the rebellion face justice. British justice. George Washington is captured and tried for treason. Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, all arrested. The Declaration of Independence is publicly burned in Philadelphia's town square. Martial law is declared. Rebellion will not be tolerated. With the rebellion crushed, Britain restructures its American colonies. New governors are appointed. The proclamation line of 1763, which had forbidden westward expansion, is enforced more strictly than ever. Life under the crown is strict, but is it entirely bad? Let's look at what actually changes.
In our timeline, the U.S. doubled its size with the Louisiana Purchase of 1803, buying a massive chunk from France for just $15 million. But without the USA, there's no buyer. France keeps Louisiana. Spain keeps Florida and Texas. The continent remains split between European powers. There is no manifest destiny. The Pacific coast remains distant, foreign territory.
Here's one of the most complex what-ifs: slavery. Britain actually abolished the slave trade in 1807, just 26 years after the Revolution would have failed. If Britain controlled all colonies in 1807, the slave trade would have been abolished there too, by law. Slavery itself would have ended by 1833. This means millions might have been freed decades earlier. No civil war, no 600,000 deaths. The American Revolution inspired France. Ideas of liberty and the rights of man crossed the Atlantic. But if America's revolution failed, those ideas lose their shining example. Without proof liberty can work, the French Revolution might never happen. Napoleon might never rise to power. Europe's entire 19th century changes.
Britain was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. Under British rule, railways and steam power might have reached North America faster, but profits flowed to London. No Thomas Edison working freely in New Jersey. Innovation might be slower, but Bell, actually born in Scotland, might have thrived in British America.
The American identity as we know it, the land of the free, the American dream, none of it exists in this form. People in the colonies are subjects, not citizens. But culture is resilient. Jazz, blues, country music, born from the people, not the government. Think of Australia, Canada, separate identities, even under the British Crown. Without an independent United States, the 20th century looks radically different. In World War I, the British Empire already controlled America, so British North America fights from day one. Germany faces an even larger British Empire. The war might end sooner.
World War II, the entire British Empire, including its American colonies, is already at war with Hitler from 1939.
Imagine a North American continent still under British Commonwealth influence, like a supersized Canada. No United States superpower means no Cold War as we knew it. Silicon Valley? Perhaps a British tech hub in New York. The world's reserve currency? The British pound. Democracy might look like the UK's parliamentary system, a prime minister, not a president.
Slavery might have ended sooner. Native lands might have been better protected. European wars might have played out differently. But the American dream, that radical, stubborn belief that any person can rise from nothing, might never have been born. The United States, born from a rebellion that shouldn't have worked, became the most powerful nation in history. Maybe that only happened because a few stickmen with muskets refused to give up. Thanks for watching. If history fascinates you, hit subscribe. We've got more what-ifs coming.